Somebody gonna get killed. If I'm gonna get killed, somebody dying with me.
New footage of Snoop Dogg standing over Tupac's resting place just hit the internet, and the look on his face says everything the years never could. Because what haunts Snoop isn't the murder, it's the 5 words he never got to say, and the last flight explains why. The footage nobody was ready for. Everybody thought Snoop Dogg was done grieving. They thought the years had already done their quiet work. They figured a man that famous, that rich, that busy, had folded this pain up a long time ago and tucked it somewhere he never had to look at it again. Then the footage started going around. Snoop standing still. Snoop saying nothing. Snoop paying respect to the one friend he never got the chance to fix things with. And the whole internet stopped scrolling at the same time. Because here's the part people forget. Snoop did not just lose a rapper. He did not just lose a label mate. He lost his little homie. He lost the person he came up with, laughed with, smoked with, rode limos with all night. And the cruelest twist of the whole thing is this. The last real moment they shared was not a moment at all. It was silence. Cold, heavy, 5-hour silence in the sky. We are going to get to that flight. I promise you, we are going to sit on that plane with him. But before any of that makes sense, you have to understand what these two men were before the whole thing cracked down the middle. They were tight. Not industry tight. Real tight. Snoop has told this story more than once, and every time he tells it, his whole face changes. This was not somebody he did a feature with. This was family. And when you love somebody like that, the argument you never got to finish becomes a thing that follows you around for the rest of your life. Now here's what makes the timing so painful. In the days right before everything went dark, Snoop and Pac were not even beefing with the world. They were trying to calm the world down. There was this East Coast West Coast war that the media kept feeding, kept blowing up bigger and bigger, and Pac was sitting there in an interview trying to tell people the truth about it.
And the East Coast West Coast thing is something that the journalists and people are making just to get paid off this.
Sit with that for a second. This is a man the whole country painted as a hothead, and here he is calling out the very machine that was selling the drama. He knew what was happening. He knew the story was being cooked up in edit rooms and sold back to the streets as fact, and he pointed the finger right back at the cameras.
We'll try to be better role models, and y'all try to stop putting that drama out there.
That was Pac, days before Las Vegas, asking the media to cut it out. He was talking like a man who wanted to grow up in public and take some of the poison out of the air. And Snoop was standing right there in that same lane with him. So when you hear people say these two were caught up in some endless war, understand that in real life and private, they were trying to lower the temperature, not raise it. But the friendship had a fault line running through it, and the name of that fault line was Biggie. See, Snoop was cool with everybody. That was just who he was. He was cool with Puffy. He was cool with Biggie. He was cool with all of them. And when your best friend is going to war with a man you personally love, you get stuck in the middle whether you want to be or not. Snoop and Biggie went way back too. They used to hang together, ride together, smoke and chill the whole night. Biggie even showed Snoop love on wax, played him a record before it dropped just to let him hear it. And the song had a line about trying to sell records like Snoop. Big played that record for Snoop in front of all his homeboys, just to make sure Snoop knew where his heart was. And the wild part, the part that ties this whole tangled story into one knot, is how Snoop met Biggie in the first place.
Ironically enough, Pac introduced me to Biggie.
Read that twice. Pac, Tupac Shakur himself, the man who would end up on the other side of the deepest rivalry in rap history, is the one who walked Snoop over and introduced him to Biggie in the first place. It happened at the Palladium in New York, back when they were all just young and hungry and nobody was picking sides.